What's going on, everybody? My name is Jacob Haros, and for my Area A presentation, ethical theory, I wanted to choose the video about morality and, the video of, it explaining what morality actually is and, where it comes from. But before this, I kind of thought morality was just, a simple set of rules like don't steal, don't lie, don't kill, things, simple things like that, that we kind of heard all of our lives. But the video, kind of explained that it's a little bit more complicated than that. And, it's more than just a little set of rules that, everybody agrees on. But yeah, one thing that, stood out to me, I would say it was, how the video said, people don't really all agree on, one universal moral system. I actually agree with that because even in real life, people, they argue all the time about, what's right or wrong. Some people think that certain things are morally wrong just because of their religion, while others think just, more because of, personal freedom, opinions, or, something that maybe might harm the society. So it kind of made me realize that morality just isn't as clear as, what I thought it was, I guess. But yeah, so the video, it kind of talked about how morality, might not just come from religion, or personal feelings, but, from what, helps society work better and, the better overall. This idea kind of made sense to me, just because, like, when you think about it, a lot of the rules exist. So, people, they can live together, without problems or, chaos. Like not stealing or hurting others, makes society, more organized and safe. But at the same time, I feel like not everything can be explained just, by what's useful or society, because some moral issues, are more personal or emotional, too. Um, but another part I thought was interesting was, the example of how morality, changes over time. The video said in the past, some rules, made more sense because of the way, society was back then. Society changes and rules change with society. Technology has evolved, culture's changed. I definitely agree with that because, what people consider normal, in the past or right in the past, some people definitely don't think about that today. That I kind of see that with my grandma. She thinks some things are morally right just because they were when she was younger. Like, she got married early at 13 and had her first kid around 18, I believe. And that was just, the normal back then. So I definitely get this one. Um, for sure, I could personally relate to it. That's for dang sure. But there was also the part of the video where it talked about cooperation, between people. Like how I guess morality, might come from people, needing to live together, and basically create rules so, like, things don't fall apart or problems don't occur. But then, that kind of actually made me think about, school and everyday life, because, like, even in small groups, we need rules, like when we work together to make everything smooth and, go with the flow. So, people just kind of don't walk all over you or do whatever you want. But overall, I think this video, made morality seem less strict and, more like something that develops, I guess, from how people like communicate and collaborate and, how basically society functions. But I definitely, also understand, how a lot of morality, depends on context and the situation. But after watching this video, I definitely feel like morality is, not just about being good or bad. I, feel like it's about how people decide, what helps society for the better and, what doesn't. But I feel like this video definitely changed my perspective, a little bit, because now I see, morality as something that's a little bit more flexible and could go either way. Not just something that's, agreed on by everybody. But yeah. that is my Area A presentation. Thank you.